Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I want to talk about it's a very important thing, letting your customers go or firing your customers. Sounds crazy, but let's get into it. Okay, now when I say that, firing your customers, letting some of your customers go, that's the customers that they only want one service from you. You try and make an upsell, it never happens. Um, they're very frugal with their money, and that's not like necessarily a bad thing. Um, it's not a bad way to be, but it is not a very good thing if you're the business owner. Okay, if you're trying to make more profit off of a person to expand your business or just increase your overall growth in revenue, you can't do that off a person that, you show up to their house, you mow it for $40 and they've got bushes overtaking the sidewalk, but they don't want to pay you to do it. Um, you know, and it just gets worse and worse every year. Um, and the reason I say that, that's actually what's happened. We have a customer. She's an older lady. She's by herself, fixed income. Okay, we know that. Um, she's a pretty nice lady. We've had her for a couple years now. But we mow her yards $40. It's a small yard. It's not really big. Doesn't take us more than like 20 minutes to do it. The problem is though, it's like I said, her bushes. Her bushes are overtaken. She has rhododendron bushes, all right, and they are overtaking her sidewalk, her porch. We've offered to trim them. Can't do it. She has some trees in the backyard, two great big trees, and they produce a lot of leaves in the fall. She doesn't want a fall cleanup. She just wants us to just mow the yard and run over them. And um, there's sticks. Just all these little things, they add up and they slow us down. We're not making more money by being there any longer. And so you got to realize that early on in your business. If you have customers and they're not providing you with the growth that you need, you just need to let them go. Don't be emotionally attached to your customers. I went through that as well. I had a customer. I did a video on it previously. I've I don't know the name, but if you go on my playlist and you scroll through my videos, you'll find it. Um, it was a bad experience. Okay, known this customer for years and years since I was younger, but just had a bad experience. You get so comfortable with customers sometimes, and you don't expect them to act out in ways. So okay, well, so what happened was, I'll just summarize it real fast. Had this customer, went by an hourly rate for years and years, and they knew that. I told them from now on I was going to do it by the job. So we'd show up to do the bushes, I tell her it's by the job. And when she hears the price, it explodes on us. Um, I'm not paying that, it's too much, and yada yada. And to me, that was a shocker because this lady, we'd never had an issue. I don't know. But it was strange, you exchange Christmas cards back and forth with customers, and you never expect them to do that, but they will. They don't necessarily, you might think of them as more than a customer, you're close and all that, but in reality, um, they don't necessarily need you, okay? They need the service that you provide, but they don't need you, and you have to remember that. You have to remember that early on, people, okay? So let your customers go. If they don't provide you with the growth that you and your business need to succeed, you need to let them go, okay? Because that cuts into your overall profits, and you're just going to feel down when you show up and um, you're just going to, at some point on that customer's property, you're going to start feeling down, like you're wore out, you're not making the money that you want to make, and you don't need that. You want a good morale. Alright, you want a good morale when you're a business owner or you're out there in the field doing the work. You want to feel like you're making money and you want to see results, okay? And so that also leads into something else. So, you know, this lady that we do, go back to the first example of our customer. I'm sure each and every one of you, if you're in the business, you have an example of your own. Probably even similar to mine. Okay, but this lady, she wanted, you know, it's just $40 a mow, but she wanted it pristine. I mean, she had neighbors that, I mean, they paid for the works. They had commercial, you know, people come out. They took care of the bushes. They fertilized the grass. I mean, looked great. I mean, real great. She wanted her yard to look that great, but she didn't want to pay extra any more than $40 at all. And so that's difficult. You know, you have a certain standard as a business owner. For your business, you want your customers' yards to look pristine and this and that, but the customer that you have acquired doesn't want to pay for that. And that's difficult. So if customers are giving you a problem like that, you just need to let them go. You're going to get more customers. You want to build up like a mass amount of customers that fit your criteria. That you want customers that are going to contact you instead of you having to just constantly spend marketing and you know, reaching out to them like, hey, just letting you know we're getting ready to do leaf cleanups, or you know, we're in the area trimming bushes. Do you have any? No, you don't want to necessarily have to be doing that all the time. You want to get a mass amount of customers that they meet your business criteria. They help you grow as a business. They reach out to you when they need a service. Not necessarily you have to reach out to them all the time. You need a customer that says, you know, you've mowed their yard, and then when you're done, they'll be like, hey, here, it's coming up, I need you to trim these bushes, or I got a tree that needs trimmed, or would you put down some fertilizer? Or they just text you or call you up and say, hey, I need some fertilizer down, I need some aeration, all right? That's the kind of customers that you want, and we're starting to get more of those customers. But in the beginning, you really got to weed out, because in the beginning, nobody knows who you are, and they're just gonna, a lot of times, if you've got them, you've given them a cheaper price, you know, everybody gets a couple quotes, all right? If you call a plumber up, you usually call a couple plumbers to get an estimate. You always typically will go with the cheaper person. I mean, you know, not 100% of the time, but the majority of people out there, if they get a couple quotes and they think the people are, you know, they're not shady, but they'll do the work for cheaper, they're going to go with the cheaper person. So usually if, you know, you've got a new customer coming along and you tell them a quote and they jump right on it, you might be the cheaper person, and then they take advantage of you, because that does happen. Lots of people, they may be good-hearted people on the outside, but in reality, and they might not realize it, but they're actually taking advantage of you, because they're getting you to do the work super cheap, and they don't want to pay you any extra, but they expect the absolute best out of you, and that's, you know, you just don't want that, all right? You want somebody that's going to help you grow. So remember that, people. I know I'm just rambling now, but remember that, especially in the beginning, weed out the aggravating customers. Customers that's not going to grow with you or help you grow. All right, get you a good amount of customers. It's going to take some time, but find those customers and hold on to them that help you build your business. But that's all I got today, guys. I want you to just remember that. And if you like what you're seeing, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know your stories. If you've got some crazy customer stories or whatnot, let me know in the comments. And if you've got ideas on other videos or something you want me to talk about or do a video on, let me know too. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and until next time. Peace.